Before we do, we're going to do something that isn't in the script for today. Last night, Provincetown lost one of its most esteemed artists, Ray Nolan, in an unexpected death. And we're trying to figure out how to address this because the entire town is just turned upside down by this. He was just one of the most brilliant artists that have been working in town. And we decided the best way to deal with this is to just stand and have a moment of silence, please.
As you will.
If you're able, otherwise that's fine. Okay, thank you. This is a two-parter today. We have two comedies, and the first one is Diane Hamilton will introduce the first play, and I will bring her up in just a minute. There's going to be an intermission between the two, and there will be a question and answer period after each play with the playwright. And Diane Hamilton, the author of the second play, Shedding Karma, which will be after the intermission, will introduce
Directed by Stuart. It's a family affair here. Well, I'm welcoming you all to the second annual 2015, Summer Short Play Series. It's presented by both the Provincetown Public Library and the Provincetown Theater. So it's a collaboration, which is really wonderful. That's what theater is all about, actually. Thank you for supporting theater in Provincetown. We appreciate that. And thanks to the playwrights, the directors, and the actors who have all worked very hard to bring the plays alive for you, the audience. We have a double feature, as Stuart said, and we'll begin with a super reunion, playwright Candace Perry, right here, and then followed by question and answer, feedback, and then an intermission, and then we'll have my play. All right, thank you everyone for coming. Woo-hoo! Break a leg, we are ready.
Stage management also, right? Okay. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. A Super Reunion by Candace Perry, directed by Michelle Clark. The characters are Wanda, Wow Woman, played by Heather Ngeli, and Clark, Wanda's husband, a retired reporter and unidentified former superhero, played by Stuart Derrick. The place is the couple's bedroom. Should I say that louder?
Clark? Clark? Clark, could you come in here and help me? Clark! Clark!
Hold your horses, I'm coming. Where's the fire?
There's no fire. I need your help.
I'll say, what a mess.
Stop it. I don't need my clothes rolled. I can pack myself.
You said you needed my help. You can get more if you pack.
Not that. Now I'm trying to figure out what to wear to the reunion, and I need your opinion. Does this cape make my ass look big?
It's a nice cape.
That's not the question. Now look again. What do you think?
I think you're still beautiful.
So, it makes my ass look big. Like Big Bertha big?
I didn't say that.
Didn't have to.
You're upset. Why do you even have to go?
To the reunion.
Yes, to the reunion.
To the Super League reunion. Of all the characters who debuted with me. You think I should what? Stay home and watch your old reruns?
Don't get upset.
If I were upset, there'd be lightning bolts, thunder crashing, and hail the size of bowling balls, mister.
No one admires your powers more than I do, sweetheart. I'm just saying you don't have to go.
Of course I have to go. Did you forget? I'm chairing the Costume Advocacy Committee.
Right.
I swear, sometimes I just think I'm talking to myself.
I remember, sometimes you and the girls, oh, no, sorry, you and some of the other female superheroes are getting together to voice your complaints about the costumes.
Because it's ridiculous. I mean, this day and age, drawing women with big breasts and cinched corsets. Come on. And have you seen the boots? Who can work in those things? Those outfits, they're ridiculous.
Couldn't someone else chair the committee?
Everybody will be going to the reunion. Now, how would it look if I didn't show? Like I'm finished.
I didn't go to mine.
You didn't have to. You're retired, beloved.
You're very well liked.
Thanks. But your legacy, it's assured because you're iconic. And I'm Wow Woman. I never have my own TV show. I don't have an action figure. Nothing.
You caught my eye.
But I want to be more than your wife. You know, I need to make my mark.
And you think going to the Super League reunion will help you do that? In my day, it was just a big strut fest.
Oh, sure, that hasn't changed.
You'll have to watch out for Ace Man. I hear he still chases every cape he can.
Oh, not to worry. You know, one leery look from him, and do you know what he has coming? Wow! Sucko! Pam! Then, you know what he's gonna get? The look.
Oh, not the look. Oh, poor guy.
Poor guy? Ace Man is a lech. You know, the way he uses his powers is despicable. X-ray vision on the girls' dorm? That's disgusting. You know, the league should censure him, but oh, no. Not with the buddy-buddy system in play.
You're right.
Don't patronize me.
I said you're right. How is that patronizing?
You know, have you ever used your power? Have you ever used your power to get him censured? Have you written a letter to the Gazette? No, I didn't think so.
I'm not political. You knew that when you married me.
Well, I assumed you changed.
You just assumed you'd use those charms of yours to get me to...
Stop it. No, I'm not kidding. I mean, you had all of this power, and what did you do?
Are you on crack, or is this just a bad time of the month? What did I do with it? I saved the world umpteen times, that's all.
Well, bully you. You threw yourself on a few nuclear missiles. How about shutting down the company that makes the nuclear missiles?
Wanda, you're hardly new to this game. That's not how it works.
All of these years, I'm just wow, Pam, Sucko. Wonder Wow Woman fights the evil Axis. Wow Woman kills the scumbags. So what? It's like house cleaning.
You lost me.
The bad guys, they're like dust mites. They just keep coming back again and again and again.
You're saying you want to retire too?
No. I'm just saying I want to matter, you know. I want to make a difference. I want to change the world.
I think you're getting a little bit too worked up about this reunion.
Worked up?
Yeah, worked up like you're hoping for some best-in-class trophy.
You know, Clark, sometimes I swear I could just...
What?
Don't tempt me.
Look, sweetheart, being a superhero isn't easy. Maybe it's not in a woman's nature to...
You should stop.
I'm just saying that ridding the world of evil is complicated. Maybe you and your
I warned you!
Jeez, Wanda, what are you doing?
How dare you suggest that Banishing evil isn't a woman's job.
I'm sorry, really. You just seemed, well overwhelmed.
Well, anyone that's paying attention is overwhelmed. But that doesn't mean I'm quitting or retiring. Not everybody has that luxury.
Is this what this is all about? You don't think I should have retired?
You felt you earned it.
But what?
It's just, you're not the man I married.
Oh, so that's what this reunion is all about.
What?
Don't play dumb with me. Class reunions aren't just for catching up with old friends, figuring out new ways to combat malevolent forces. I know what's up.
What?
Sex.
Sex?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think I'm going to the reunion for sex?
Super sex. You just said I'm not the man to...
You know, I didn't mean that. You're still quite the man in that department.
But you don't want me to go with you to your reunion. I know all about rekindled romances, lost loves reunited at these class reunions.
Oh, God, you're watching daytime television again. I thought we agreed.
Retirement gets boring.
Do you want to come to the reunion?
Not really. I just don't want you to ignite any old flames.
Oh, honey, fireman? Oh, he's such a thing of the past.
You sure?
Completely sure. Now look, I have to go.
Are we okay?
Of course. We're okay. Could you help me?
I thought I was your superhero. You're mine.
You are my superhero. Now, honestly, you're the best.
Agreed. Honestly, sweetheart, don't wear the cape.
Really?
That would hide your beautiful figure.
So it makes my ass look big. Thanks, hon. I got a jet. I love you.
Candace, Perry, come up and answer questions. And you want to stay here and
Sure.
use for a question and answer period?
Okay.
Just turn these around.
Thank you all. Thank you, Michelle, for directing, and thank you, Stuart and Heather for being in it. And the cake maker is here, right? Who made the cake? Yay, thank you. So just a few minutes, right? Because then we're going to do the next play.
Yeah.
So, any questions?
Why are you so good, Heather?
It's a biased person there.
Talk about the genesis of the play.
Actually, the play came out of, we did a workshop last fall at the Provincetown Theater, and Ed Valentine was our instructor, and he writes for Sesame Street, and he used these whole superhero analogies, and I have to say, I thought, that's just ridiculous, that's silly, I don't get superheroes, I've never been a superhero fan that I remember. There aren't a whole lot of female superheroes to go after. But as I did more with the workshop, I kind of saw what he was talking about and kind of got into it. And so I had that experience. And then this spring there was a contest in Normal, Illinois, and of all places. And it was for 10-minute plays, and the theme was reunions. And so somehow just those two thoughts came together. What if a superhero were going back to her class reunion? What kind of things might happen? So that's how it happened. And out of hundreds of entries, it was one of the ones that was selected. So it was done in Normal, Illinois. So it's really fun to see like another take with different actors, and really enjoyed it. Yeah. How was it for you to be Wow Woman?
I like my coffee.
Hello? Are you going to walk down the streets? Nobody will even see you. Hi, Heather. Today she's Wow Woman.
True.
Yeah.
Just talk a little bit about the difference between writing comedy and writing drama. Is it harder? Is it easier?
What do people say? Comedy is the main characters get what they want at the end, and tragedy they don't. Something simple like that, which probably isn't true. No, I think comedy's hard. I mean, I tend to use stuff out of my life. That's what most of us do. Not that I'm a superhero, but when we pack, my husband, sitting there in blue, always comes in and wants to repack and roll my clothes. And I want to do it, and I want them folded, and he wants them rolled.
I love it.
We did rehearsal with Heather.
Why use one bag instead of three?
Right. So I think in any marriage, you know, there's like, well, you know, my way is better than your way, and how do we negotiate that? So, and there's usually common stuff there. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but if you ever turn to your partner or other people you're living with and said, you know, does anybody listen to me? Am I talking to the air? Is nobody paying attention to what I'm saying? So, you know, there's some of those sort of common things. I think that's part of comedy, maybe, is drawing on what's common. And I must say, I did find, though it was you were the actor who had to take it, but the staging of her getting your attention by placing her foot on your crotch.
That was new to me too.
It was new to me at first.
Well, you got a great surprise. I thought, boy, Stewart can act surprised really well. I was waiting to see if your voice came back.
I like the way you weave in, you know, feminism or sexism into your characters without preaching, and just make that, you know, Wow Woman more aware and up to date, and you have a way of doing that beautifully. So thanks a lot.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, following along that vein, part of what really worked for me in terms of the superheroes was, you know, there was all this, you know, what's going on in the gaming industry against women, and I've recently been exposed to, apparently just in the technology area, generally, there's a lot of misogyny, and so I think, I'll bet there is a lot of misogyny. If we had superheroes, if we had real superheroes, I'll bet there would be a lot.
That's right. I did a little research and just looked at, like, you know, like what are current superheroes looking like, and the women's are still in these bustiers and the high heels and little waists, and it's like, really? So anyhow, it is fun to kind of get to make some of those little comments. Yeah, Maureen.
And I like the way you dealt with the retirement, like
Yes!
superhero retire.
I like that.
Watches daytime TV.
How did you enjoy playing retired Superman?
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah.
The thing at the end really was wonderful.
Well, you know, most of the time I'm reacting off of Wow Woman, so it's you know, she's doing the brunt of the lifting throughout most of the play, except towards the end. So, you know, it's fun just to sit back and, you know, get kneed in the crotch.
I love the movements too of Wonder Woman. Or Wow
Really
Woman.
good.
I think also we think when we ask actors to have script in hand, that's going to be easier, but in many ways it's not.
It's harder,
because
yeah.
especially if there's any
props or
prompts or
action,
motion or anything like that, it like adds to it rather than helping it. And I did want to say I worked on this play in our Playwrights Lab. We have a Playwrights Lab with the Provincetown Theater. We meet every other Sunday. We're going to meet this Sunday, even though it's the Sunday before Labor Day, we don't care. 4 to 6, our summer, and right now where we're meeting is upstairs at WMR. So anybody who's interested is welcome to come and join us and hear new plays and give your feedback. We'd love to have you. It's a fun thing. 4 to 6, upstairs at WMR, but don't park at WMR, please. But you can park, there's parking now.
And you go in up the back.
Up the back stairs, yeah.
We're going to break just for a minute and get reassembled for the next play, Shedding Karma.
Okay, thank you all.